In my first budget with Governor Wolf, I thought it was very unrealistic, and we ended up having a budget impasse that lasted until December. Then a few years later, he introduced this thing. One of the things was consolidating all the human services departments together. And, you know, we keep saying over and over again, show us how you want to do it. Give us something on paper so we can see what it is you're proposing. That consolidation effort would have basically produced a Fortune 100 company, and we brought that out. Their plan, they didn't have a plan. They couldn't put it to paper. Again, we're faced with this again with this budget address by Governor Shapiro. There is nothing on paper. They refused to give us the numbers. Last budget, we actually asked them, why are you not reporting what's constitutionally required of what the projected increases are going to be in the various departments? And over again, we don't have that, we don't think there's going to be. So they flat funded it last year. They said going forward it's going to be flat funded. We've got a 7.5% increase now, and some of those departments it's like 20%, almost approaching 20% increase. And they were telling us last year that it's going to be flat over the coming years. His budget numbers again this year are saying it's going to be flat again next year, and the year after that, and the year after that. Then he turns around and says, well, something that doesn't exist, full-blown legalization of marijuana is going to produce X number of dollars. Well, that number's twice what he said it was going to be last year if he got it. With the gaming, he's actually saying it's a 5-fold increase. You can talk and promise and try to be everything to everybody or try to be Santa Claus to everybody, but that doesn't work when you don't have the money and you don't have a plan. And unfortunately, this budget, that's exactly what Governor Shapiro did. There are some things in there that absolutely I like. I love what his wife is doing with OVR, the vocational rehabilitation, and there's some other things there. But he's also, where he called out the Republicans for not standing up when he made a comment about agriculture, well, let me tell you something. We don't believe him when he zeroes out the budget for avian flu. Why would we stand when he's making empty promises? So, yeah, he can talk all he wants, but he better start coming up with some numbers because those appropriations hearings are coming up, and I plan to ask some very straightforward questions.